you can go for LaTeX. If smaller document, Weiswig editor is enough. If larger document, you can go for LaTeX. So article preparation, journal paper writing, then thesis and project report. In that case, you can use for LaTeX for proper formatting and provide an original standard. So LaTeX is the ultimate tool. LaTeX is one of the ultimate tool for scientific publication. It provides the original standard, de facto standard for scientific publication. It's ideal for larger document. Even for 70,000 pages book, it can compile in a fraction of a second. In addition to that, all of them very much familiar about the buzzword, which will be called as platform independent. But LaTeX is a device independent software. LaTeX is a device independent software. Even it can run for i386 PC in olden days PC. LaTeX can run for all those mobile devices, all those laptops, computer hardware. It can run in olden days i386 PC too. So it's a greatest advantage of LaTeX. LaTeX run on any kind of system. Similar way, LaTeX output file can view any kind of viewer. So it's a LaTeX is a software which is device independent format. Then LaTeX file never crash, never lost your file. If memory issue or any other issue, LaTeX never lost, never crash your file. You can capable of compiling extremely large book, even 70,000 pages of books. It can compile in a fraction of a second. So it can compile even 70,000 pages of books in a fraction of a second. So LaTeX is the ultimate tool for your scientific publication. So anyway, now you are in 2025. So in the year 1970, the LaTeX software, till you are using LaTeX software. So think about the strongness as well as the foundation of LaTeX. Think about the situation. LaTeX introduced in the year 1970 by Don Knuth. He is a great mathematician. Don Knuth is a great mathematician. Initially, he write a programming. That programming initially, which was named as text programming, which will be named as texting. So, which is provide decent typesetting. The output of the text program is also similar to current program. But the olden days, the text program, which is written in low-level language, but it's more powerful. After a period of time in the year 1990, later early 1980s, Leslie Lamport, they introduced a language which will be called as LaTeX. So it's also a text programming, but it uses high-level programming language macro. It's very easy to use. The current version of LaTeX is LaTeX 2E. So think about the situation. 40 to 45 years till LaTeX stands on the field. So think the strength of that software. 1982 till date, the LaTeX software stands on the field with the same efficiency, same effort, with the same formatting style, same powerfulness. So it's a greatest advantage of the software LaTeX. So now I'm entering into the core component. Now I'm entering into the core part of LaTeX programming. The core part of LaTeX programming, I think just for 2 or 3 slides, after that we are entering into hands-on. Please. So the core part of LaTeX programming, which depends on texting. The LaTeX programming, which will be named as texting. So initially, user can write their program, user document in the extension .tex. User can write their program, their LaTeX code in the extension .tex in a LaTeX editor, in any LaTeX editor or notepad, not a problem. You can type it in any LaTeX editor. I will use a LaTeX editor that will be called as Text Studio. Okay. Then in a journal or conference or thesis, the universities, they are providing their own class file. Inside that class file, all the formatting styles, all the logo, entire things, everything which will be properly specified. All the setup of format the document that will be provided inside a class file, extension .cls, something like annauniversity.cls, something like elsevier.cls, something like springer.cls. So each and every organization, they are provide their own class file. Then something like article.cls. Then in addition to that, for providing a fancy layout, each and every organization, they are provide their own style files, class file, style file. Then formatting the reference, they provide their own bibliography file too. So bibliography file as well as bibliography style file. So user can write their own text program based on the packages. All of them very much familiar. The user document, which will be merged with text program, user document, which will be the formats and user program both are merged together, and the program which will be compiled with the help of a compiler which will be called as MikTeX. The LaTeX program which will be compiled with the help of a compiler which will be named as MikTeX. The MikTeX compiler which will provide the outputs. The output in the form of DVI, device independent file formats, PDF, portable document file formats, PS, PostScript file format. That's fine. User can write their own text program. The text program which merged with class file, style file, and bibliography files. MikTeX is a compiler which used to compile our program. At last, which will generate the standard output in the format of DVI, PDF, as well as PostScript format. This programming concept, which will be called as texting. This programming concept, which will be called as texting. Text program, which merged with the packages, compiled using MikTeX, and generate a standard output file. The programming environment, which will be named as texting. Then LaTeX environment. For creating a LaTeX, three things are very essential. For creating a LaTeX program, three platforms are very essential. The first one, editor. For typing your LaTeX program. For typing your LaTeX program, a fancy editor is needed. One of the fancy editor which will be called as Text Studio. There are numerous number of fancy editors are available. One of the fancy editor which will be named as Text Studio. The second one for compiler. Compiler which choose to compile our text program. The compiler which will be named as MikTeX. In addition to that, which need class file, style file, and bibliography style file. For example, I am writing a program for Elsevier. Elsevier class file is needed. For writing a program for Springer document, Springer class file is needed. For writing a program for any other journal, that journal class file and style files are needed. So TextLive. TextLive is a package which comprising of all the class files and all the style file and all the bibliography style file. So MikTeX is a compiler. TextLive is a CTAN archive. So TextLive which comprising of MikTeX and all those archive files. So if you are installing MikTeX, then each and every time you can download class file from their own website. But if you are installing TextLive, which install MikTeX as well as all the class file too. So in that case, I will choose TextLive is the best option for me. But the size of TextLive was 6 GB. Okay, size of TextLive was 6 GB. But we are in. Okay, thank you. So for installing TextLive, the compiler along with all those archive files which combine together and install in our machine. So TextLive is the best choice. At last, the third one, which is a viewer for viewing our results. For viewing DVI file,
Sir, I am unable to hear anything.